All right, where we at? So court matters. I will have to go tomorrow to the DV court. Remember, I have to go and get a hold of who is the new judge because they changed the judge the day I went in for a mistake I didn't do anything for, nothing I can do for, and I try to dismiss the case because the DV case was finalized. I mean, if you read the injunction, nothing in the injunction said that I did anything to the extent where it's sick. It not even. I'm saying it's a she say he say. Although there's nothing in the injunction that says that I put my hands on anybody or I was violent in any way. So I'm telling you that this thing was just given without even looking at what's going on. This is the reason why the judge went with her things until it backfired in her and she knew that I wasn't speaking any lies. Well, you just don't go give somebody an injunction when a person just goes straight to the courthouse and orders to get one on somebody. No police report, no witnesses, no arrests. When even in the injunction it says, was there an arrest? Was there a police call? In none of these supposedly situations. None. Even with my evidence, there's nothing there to even put anything there on me on battery. So that's why I asked for that to be dismissed as soon as I got it. I did do these classes and I did do all the other tasks. I was supposed to see my son already. And I was already halfway with the batteries. On top of that, I was being violated because when I'm supposed to speak to my son, how when I'm supposed to see my son, significant other wasn't there for 3 whole months until she got arrested. Now, she didn't win the Nobel Prize to go and go into another case in a different system, the DCF system. Significant other had to deal with the criminal case system and the DCF system. And then what happens? The judge, as soon as she saw that the significant other was in file for DCF, for a case that she caught, she finalized the case. She's dismissed it. She said, I'm already done with everything. And then what I wasn't done, I'm already halfway done, is with something that I didn't even do, that I shouldn't even have gotten. So regardless of what, if I should have, could have, would have, right? Regardless, it was finalized. It was sent to a new judge in the DCF system because I was homeless at the time. So even if I asked for my son, I wasn't going to get him because they don't just give you a child when you're in a homeless situation. I was taken out of my home by like emergency. It wasn't like something that I could have done. It was a emergency evacuation. The unit was supposedly on the structure was damaged, and I knew, something was up because they were doing a lot of construction, and underneath me, I felt like they were trying to like knock it down. I'm like, this ain't right. I saw a little shift on the floor in my room, and this is the time where I was being harassed, stalked, put down. Still, still the same ordeal. I wasn't able to work. I had my anxiety. And I was trying to get a hold of everything that I was doing for my son. So at the same time, I was doing everything that the judge told me to do in the DV case, exactly how I was told to do. So when it goes from one system to another, just because of the mother being arrested, and now is my son got taken away. Now it's a DCF case. Before there was no DCF case, because there's no DCF case if you don't call if there's no cops called. If there's he say injunction that the judge just wants to grant, right? With no evidence. And there's no witness, because there's no such thing as what was said in this injunction. If you go through I have all the transcripts. You can see all the transcripts. There's no evidence, no nothing of what the significant others is saying. And then if you see all my evidence, then you'll be like, this was fixed. It was definitely fixed. The judge knew it. Whether she cruised through it and wanted to just call whatever she wanted to call it, she knew it. And then when I called her out, and I called both of them out, let's just wait till the next time. Maybe she'll pop up. Let's just wait. 3 whole months of me not seeing my son, not speaking, like barely speaking to him. And he will pop up just like she will pop up. Yeah, I'll go. She'll tell the program she'll be there so I can see him, and then no call, no show. It was like playing like playing with the system, abusing the system. She knows, So it was working for her, so she might as well keep doing it. And the judge wasn't going to penalize her. That's how she felt until she got arrested. The judge was like, oh, okay, let me just go. No, I'm going to continue doing whatever I'm doing with the mom until, there you go, there's your mom. There's your excuse. So you're going to keep me from seeing my son. That's negligence. And when I'm saying that it's negligence, is harassment from the beginning. I have even the Miami-Dade County unit that I went in after her injunction. I had to leave the house and became homeless. I then went to the Miami-Dade victims unit. I showed them all the evidence. They declared me and my son as the victims. And they accepted me and gave me services. I was in a safe place, somewhere they kept me safe for a little bit until I got my own apartment. The one that later on, the Miami-Dade County unit building structure found that it was breaking down from certain corners, and I had to leave immediately. So nothing to my fault. Now, all right, I can't have my son. She dismissed all the she dismissed the rest of the case. She left it to Judge Jason Dimitri. By the way, there's another judge in the DCF case too, a new judge. And I have to get a new lawyer too, because when I ask the lawyer to defend me on things, it's like they have this thing going on where it has to be the way they want it, no matter what lawyer I get. That's why I'm over here in the DV lawyer. They're like, oh, well, we only provide lawyers, because I'm exhausted with the money. I put all the money that I had on this to begin with, and then when I see that the Scantron is playing out outside and in the courts, so it's like they know I need the money so I could get a defense, or I could have my place secure. So they take the money factor away from me with the job, harassing me, putting me down mentally, physically, economically, where I'm being taken from my money. I don't even have the funds, and then I become I become homeless. So I I really like when it comes to who's like even the new job that I had, $500 a week, and I knew it was just I felt like I just needed to get away from maybe certain places. Like if I'm doing independent and I have a service mark that I'm ownership of, and it works for all the people that want better healthcare services and a better better healthcare provider. And yeah, I wasn't gonna just give that to anybody. The person that was supposed to pay me never paid me. Either way, so all this stuff is happening. So I see that when it comes to Scantron and want to control where and how what I do, they eliminate where I make money, so they know that I won't be able to be in a position to be able to get my son. And then not only that, now I'm in the new system. They finalize everything, and then the DV supposedly they forget to let the programs and anybody that didn't know about the classes or my case being finalized and everything to completion. And I had someone from the same program, but they have different people in different units in different section from the same program that acknowledged that they sent, that the judge sent, the judge herself sent from the DV, sent Maria Manos from the advocate program to go in court in May. This was in the beginning when right after mom got arrested, and then it went into the DCF system in May 2024, and clear that out with the judge. And my lawyer was there and everything. Transcripts are there and everything. And then that's what the judge said. Yeah, I see that you came from another for a whole year. You haven't seen your son. Let's see if you get a psychological evaluation, and I see you whatever you've done with these classes and they finalize. That's great. I don't think that we should even, as soon as you get that done and whatever the gal has to say about it, I wouldn't want you to repeat any more classes or anything. Like, get the evaluation. The evaluation was done in May. After that, that's when the gal was like, "Oh, like I couldn't be like." And then my new lawyer, "Oh, this is new, unique. No, you had battery, you had this, you had that." I'm like, "Listen, you got the advice from the lawyer that I had before, right? They told you that it was finalized." "Yeah, but the guy is saying this and that." I'm like, "Okay, so that we need to just go with what the judge. Do you want to speak to the judge? Want to speak to the other?" "Oh no, they saying is." Yeah, it's not unique. I didn't get arrested. There was no police report. There was no witness. This is he say, she say, and what is it? This is you. I have to take this to this like plea. Like, why don't we just go for it? "Oh no, because you definitely gonna have to do everything again and this and that. But if you just take the plea and the judge say you don't have to take these classes, then you should be fine and everything is fine." I'm like, I see now what these lawyers and everybody is doing, because if I take the plea, then guess what happens? Then they could still use the mother for Scantron and give the mother now the chance, because I have to go to another. I have to go to custody court, and it's a whole different court. I should have been already out of this DCF. I should have been already, like in September. That's when I got my apartment, but they wasn't reporting it. The caseworker is in it too. The caseworker supposed to give now because the gal said, well, I should get a psychological. I'm seeing I got a psych. I could give you the report. But I'm good. The report good. My son psychological. Now they wanted to do a family therapy session with me and my son. They needed to do that since May 2024. But the mom had to do all this other stuff for these 9 months. They gave her it right away. They gave her everything that she needed right away. Me stalled it purposely. Because what they want is I wasn't talking about none of these cases for a whole time. And they saw what I did in Facebook. And they want to be spoken about. So they have to do something obvious that's really messed up, like they did me in the other court, so they could feel like, oh, now he's back into the Facebook. Now we in the spotlight. Now we in the spotlight, and this is what I could see that this is what they need. This is what they want. They'll do that before being righteous before a child. Holding a child again, not being able to see his son and not being able to be with his son when he's 100% good and correct. He's doing everything that he needs to do. Not only that, right? It goes on, right? I go to, so this is in May. In May, till now, they haven't given me that one session. That probably I'm gonna go and dismiss it, because that's probably the only thing. And then not only that, since they knew that I'm almost done, this is what they did. They gave mom everything she needed right away. Me, they started May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Mom, they had all her program, everything that she needed to do done. So they set it up. So the person that loses the child all the time, the person that gives trouble, and they know, since it's easy for them, and they know Scantron is not about being straight and being able to handle yourself. Scantron, it works best if the person is messed up. They get into trouble. They need trouble. They want trouble. So they're not going to give a child to someone, they setting it up so they know that I have to depend with people that are right there with the Scantron. And they don't care about my son. They don't care about my son. They don't care about me. They don't care about me because that would have been already handled. But this is how they've been doing it. So now then the caseworker in court, she's like, no, we don't want to separate. We want to keep them apart because the mother and the father is gonna get. We don't even talk to even get in arguments. Why are you even insisting that because and then making it look like I can't I don't need to speak to nobody. I didn't even want to be in the court. I didn't even want to see what was going on because I just want to see how my son is and get my son out. Everything else is what you want. It's what you want, where you're Scantron and where you're bull. That's what you want over my son, over me, over our wellness, mentally, physically, economically, and socially. So there you go. You have 9 months. They checked. We went into a little review before we go back to the judge with all these people that been around, like Citrus, caseworkers, everybody, to speak on what's the product. Mom has everything ready for reunification. Me, the things that the caseworker was supposed to give me that she already done gave the case the mom all the right away. And when it came to me, not one. Like she had multiple things to take, and me, not one of the things were available. Oh, I called, but nobody answered. I called, but nobody answered. I called, but nobody answered. Nothing. The mom, oh yeah, everything. And then they put it so that she could have an advantage. So, because the next part is, I go to custody and I get my son out, and that's it. But they know that then that will be it. If the mother's involved, then they know that it won't be it. They have more. They have more to invade people's life with. Because going to a courthouse, putting a he say harassment type and injunction on me to keep me from my son. That's their type of stuff. That's Scantron type of stuff. They need that. So of course they're gonna go with that. So then my son is being taken advantage. I've been saying that. We are being taken advantage. So now you have the DV case that's supposed to be just dismiss these things. The case went to another court system by the judge in your DV case, finalizing everything. So I said that multiple times, gave information multiple times. Now they changing the lawyer, they changing the judge. Now there's no new judge. Now in the DCF case, now there is a new judge here too. And I try to explain, hey, I've done these classes, and there's no there is no cause, or I didn't get in trouble. I didn't do anything. My son didn't do anything to any of y'all. So I'm here on the 19th February. I have to go back to the DV court, and I'm trying to write to the new judge. I couldn't get the new judge's information, so I could write and send out the information so that she could see that this just needs a dismissal. I don't even need to be showing up to court for that. That's not even a mistake that I could fix, that I have anything to do. And those are false allegations. I was given to do the parenting class again. They looked at it. They didn't go with the battery. They didn't go with the battery. Nobody went with the battery. Nobody, even if I already did half of it. But when it came to finalize it and confirming it in the DCF, it wasn't no battery. It was just the judge only wanted me to do the psychological therapy and then go. But then the new lawyer that I had, he went in. He lied to me. They entertained this thing about me having to do this thing because I'm in a new system. This is the way they are. That's all lies. I trusted that he was being honest to me, and it was lies. I didn't have to go through all of this. And even though the judge said what he said, so the judge was on. He was on to, he knew everything that was going on. So I wanted to make that clear. Now they want to say, oh, I should do it again. It's a new judge now. It's not even the judge that was entertaining me probably doing it again on this test that they don't even test in their own DCF system. That test doesn't even determine if I need parenting. So you're going to determine on a test that doesn't even do that the inventor, the creator of the test is not even made for that. You want to use this test to discredit my DV parenting, and then that I've been 2 years without seeing my son, and they haven't given me all of this thing with the parenting. It's 9 months. It's a whole year now, almost. In February, it'll be 11 months, something like that. 11 months, 10, 11 months next month. And you're going to tell me now that's why I said it was stalling it, so the mom could be an event advanced. And then and then now I'm trying to see, because I'm in a situation now where I have to I can't get any answers from anybody. I have a new lawyer, and and if if I ask the caseworker for an update, the caseworker knows that she's taking advantage. The caseworker, oh, let me tell you. So then, when I saw that they putting her, like, literally, because of their the way they stalling and holding me for all these months just for me to do one thing, and I haven't even done it. Or when there is nothing for me to do, oh, are your classes this? My classes are not gonna be based on what DCF, and the judge already he already confirmed and already said that he'll accept it. But let's see what the gal say. That doesn't mean let's see let's see if my test is based on how you run it in DCF. That's not what the judge said. It was finalized how it is from the DV. So for you to come in and say, no, well, let's see if it's then let's see if he takes the post. He didn't take did he take a pre-post parenting test? That's not what the DV did, but I completed 100%. Everybody that completed it to satisfaction should be honored and next with it, not penalized on some DCF. Well, if it's this, is it? You already know that it's not. So if it's not, you're gonna make me. That don't make any sense. If it's not, you don't make any sense. Even if it is, it wouldn't even make any sense because it's not part of your system, and you and the judge finally agree with it. And for you to see, let's see what the gal say. That doesn't mean go against it because I didn't come in through your system. You feel like I should have been in your system. No, I shouldn't. I didn't, because if people that get arrested for something that they did, or they get, or some, they have a report or something. No report, no arrest, no nothing. This thing came out of nowhere. Okay? So no, for you to feel like you need to put me into something, that's not correct. That's not correct. My son is there waiting for me. I'm here like eager because I've taken care of my son. Anybody that been around knows that I take care of mine. And so what happened when they don't have anything, they say, oh well, mom could do unsupervised. You keep going in the same people that are watching mom do a visitation, the same people that watch me do my visitation with my son. They never had none to say. Oh, we could go to the court. We could check the court the transcripts. They never reported not one thing. As soon as I said, well, how are you gonna give her and not give me like the unsupervised and say that she's good? She missed half of the stuff and stood my son up half of the time of her visits. And you said the visit's going excellent. These are the same people. Then after when it came to December, I wanted to reunify. My thing was, look, the caseworker that's not my fault. The caseworker hasn't given me this one family therapy. All my classes, everything is done. I have my place to live since September. I reported it. She'll go to court and say I didn't give her no paperwork, no nothing, and it stalls it. She'll do that on purpose. I called the supervisor and everything. No, oh well, we can't do nothing to change nothing. They haven't changed her. All the people that are watching me, nothing. And the same people that are these, nothing. So then, after I said, you know what, I complained about it, and I complained that I said, you know what, I just wanna. This is what I'm gonna put out, that I want the full custody of my son, being that you have 1 year last year and the year before, mom has over 100 absences for my son, and my son, that affects him. It affects him in his education and his well-being, And when it comes to the visitation, she can't keep up with it. This is the same pattern in school. If you ain't keeping up with it, it shows. It has records. I have 2 of the years. I have all those records. I have the school records and all my son's absences. And when I show that to them, all of a sudden, when I showed it to the caseworker and why I saw that is a pattern, she couldn't even keep up with the visitation. That will tell you what time, what she's doing. It doesn't matter what she's doing, what she got going on. What you know is that I'm there every time. I need to be there. And I haven't missed now one thing, but because I haven't missed, you penalizing me, finding things to have me do, stalling me. This thing in the other case, let me bring him back to the DV. All this stuff because I'm on point. But the person that's not on point, you putting them up because you already know that with you, that's more Scantron. You like that. Over me and my son being abused through the system. You like that. You want to be spoken. Oh, he hasn't said nothing. Is he going to say, well, we're going to keep doing it because we want to be heard. That's more important, right? That's more important. Bro, I'm here. So now they said that somebody said that was someone that was watching us in visitation. Somebody said that we need more. We can't do unsupervised. We need more of the supervised. Because if you go before it, there's nothing in the course that's ever said. Nobody ever said nothing. As soon as I said that she missed all this, and I know because you were calling me. Hey, he's here. I don't want him to be here for so long. So if you could be here, Mom stood up. Mom stood. He stays stood up. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. I feel bad. I feel bad. I felt bad every time when I seen that he could be in school and he's not. I felt bad for all these years. I need to be on. When I'm there, he's there. He gets to the point, and you see how I keep up with mines. You see how I keep up with mines. Yeah, that's right. So when I said that, it's like, oh, then everybody was like, and well, if he's gonna tell that we already advanced her, we gonna advance. They went in and advanced her instead of like giving me. So they trying to put it. This is what they trying to show me that they gonna. That's what they want, no matter what. No matter if I'm doing everything right, no matter if I'm support. This is what they want. For the Scantron, this is what they want. So I'm here, and now I got a new judge, and then in the DCF case, because this is how they throw everything off. They find another judge so they could the judge could and then they have me not being able to like freshen everybody up and then they could just throw anything new, and then not give my son at the end of the day. And then I have to deal with DV. The DV could be like, well, they could say they never saw anything that I sent them. And when it comes to the day of the court date, they'll be like, you're penalized. Out of nowhere. Something that is not even, that it doesn't even, the class is nothing from before. That's old. Nothing from before fits in now. But they'll before they could find a mistake, because they want to fix, they're probably penalized. And then I got another issue. So these are the things that I have to go through. And on a daily basis, it's taking a toll on me. Mentally, physically, economically, and socially. It is. I go see my son. It's like I'm joy. I have a joy of, I tell him that I will never give up on him, no matter what. And he's a good boy, he's hanging in there, and nothing. I just get too emotional because I know he don't deserve this, and I don't deserve this. Like, he should have not even been in the system. They could have just, as soon as Mom got arrested, they could have just said, hey, he does have a father, he does have a place to go. It could have came straight to me. And then if the place would have been like, oh, you have to evacuate in a situation like that, then I would have been able to go with him. But they fix everything up so it wouldn't be that way. They hold, they don't call me, they don't put him where he's supposed to. because they already have this thing set up so I wouldn't have a place, and he could be in the system, and I have to go through it for no reason, just because this is what Scantron is.